Hi, my name is Ali Najati, and today I'm going to be talking about three of my strengths and weaknesses within my employability skills, and I'm going to further explain them using the STAR technique. It is a straightforward method that I can use to describe the situation I was in and the task I was given, along with my action and the result accompanied by it. We will begin with my first strength, that is leadership. Last year, for my human rights module here in the BUB, the class was divided into several groups. However, each group consisted of individuals that took different courses such as computer engineering, marketing, etc. And so a majority of my teammates weren't as open towards the idea of working together as a group as they didn't know each other. And so I took it upon myself to get to know each individual and convince them to bring something to the table. I even set up meetings during the week so that we can discuss our findings, solutions, and to further practice for our group presentation that was coming up. My second strength is problem solving. In relation to my human rights module, our group assignment was to find a solution for deteriorating houses here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. However, the information provided on the internet was very limited, and so I got in contact and set an appointment with the Chief Executive Officer of the Reef Holding Company, BSCC, where I was able to collect more information about the current situation being faced by the kingdom, which made me able to get a more realistic solution as to what we can do as a group of students to help aid our country in fixing this problem. Moving on to my third strength, that is business skills. For 3 years now, I've spent every summer holiday assisting my uncle who owns a gemstone shop here in the Gold Souk of Manama. From this experience, I have benefited from getting to know the seasonal changes in demand in the local market, learning how to negotiate with local customers, foreigners, tourists, and ring sellers, including how to answer them when they bargain for a lower price. I also got to understand competitive pricing and how to deal with suppliers and jewelers here in the country. In addition, I got to know how to ship rings and gemstones to customers from foreign countries. I have also helped my uncle in creating an account for his gemstones shop using social media platforms such as Instagram and Snapchat, where he can post his stock of gemstones and further advertise his brand. On the other hand, my first weakness is being slow in decision making. Last year, for my Management of Business Operations module, I had to write a report about the operations of a company of my choice. I took a rather long time trying to decide the best company to talk about, as I would question myself if it was well known and had a great customer service. I have the tendency of being slow in my decision-making process because I like to think of every possible outcome in a certain situation. In other words, I take a step back and look at the bigger picture. After acknowledging this, I have made myself a schedule for every assessment or deadline coming up, where I can focus and decide ahead of time, and also by setting myself a time limit for every aspect of an assignment, so that no valuable time is wasted. This has made me faster in doing my work. My second weakness is being a perfectionist. After deciding what company I was going to write about, I had to include a flowchart in my report, which I took a rather long time designing, finding the best possible color and effect for every shape and arrow used, which made me lose my focus on the rest of the content in my Management of Business Operations report. I always like to make things perfect. However, this makes me sometimes lose my edge over other things due to focusing on one aspect of a certain project or assignment. And to rectify this, I had to understand where my true focus needs to be through identifying the standards needed by my module leader. My third and final weakness is being self-criticizing. Going back to when I used to assist my uncle, I would keep an eye for detail whenever I would buy a stock of gemstones, whether they are of top quality and are currently in demand in the market. Even after that, I would try to think about the best silver or gold design to be used as the main ring or pendant holding the stone. I tend to judge my work a lot and care about what others would think about it. This has made me successful in many of my projects and assessments. However, it does make me redo my work several times. For example, rewriting a Word document 5 times until I'm confident about the content and words being used. It is a timely process, but I will improve on this by being more accepting of my work and to never underestimate my talents. And with all that, we have come to an end. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.